How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So as you can tell, we're out for another little winter camp adventure here. So we're out for 2 nights, possibly 3. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, we just hiked back to this pond here. Took me about 2.5 hours or so to get back here. So we're off to a little bit of a rough start here already because I just noticed that Goose here, he's got his paw, one of his front paws cut open. I saw a bunch of blood on the snow here. And yeah, he's got some damage done to one of his paws, so I got to address that situation right off the bat. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do there, but we'll figure it out anyways. So yeah, it's going to be a cold trip. The next few days are calling for pretty cold temperatures. So it was about minus 12 degrees Celsius when I left the truck this morning, with a wind chill of about minus 20 degrees Celsius. And tonight it's supposed to drop down to about minus 20 Celsius with a wind chill of about minus 28 degrees Celsius. So it's going to be one of the colder nights, if not the coldest night that I've ever camped out. So I got to go to work here now and get our camp all set up. Once I get Goose squared away here, I'm going to have to get the first aid kit out and see what I can do there. But yeah, we got to get our camp set up, get a ton of firewood cut, and get it all squared away for the evening. So anyways, should be a good trip. I'm right alongside of a pond here that I'm going to be able to do some trout fishing in later today or tomorrow. So hopefully we'll be able to catch some trout. Yeah, anyways, I'm going to get to work here. So hope you enjoy the video, and should be a good one. What do you got done, bud? What do you got done? Not good. Alright, so I just got the tent up just enough to kind of get in out of the wind here, because it's pretty nasty outside with that wind whipping in across the pond. But anyways, I'm going to try and get the first aid kit out here and see what I can do for Goose's paw. So he's still leaking blood all over the snow here, so I got to try and do something with it. I don't know what I'm going to do, but because it's right on his paw, and you know, I can't just tell him to stay still and relax in the tent for the rest of the day while I'm out trying to set up and cut firewood. Obviously he's going to want to be out there going around with me, running around. So he's full of energy here now too. So he's just been out there just ramping around, going wild. So anyways, I'm going to try to get him inside the tent here for a few minutes at least, and just see how bad it is. So I actually carry a pet first aid kit, so we'll see what's in here, see if there's any kind of a bandage that I can put on it. Come here, let me see your paw. Let me see your paw. Come here. Daddy. Come here, bud. Here, come over here. Come over here. Sit. 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 Good boy. Come on. Alright. Goose. Be good. Goose, come here. Come here. Sit. Hey. Go. Goose, be good. Look. I'm trying to help you, bud. That's okay. That's okay. It's okay, bud. I'm not going to hurt you. Hey, I'm not going to hurt you. Oh no, not good. All right, well, a little update. So this is not going well at all. So it looks like what he's got done is, I think he's got one of his toenails cracked off, like way back far, like right in by his foot. It's completely cracked off, and blood is, I think that's where the blood is coming from. So he completely freaked out at first when I was trying to put pressure on it, and he was trying to bite at me and everything. But eventually I just had to grab him up in my arms and just kind of hug him and kind of pin him in my arms, and I was able to get some gauze on it and keep some pressure on it, and I was able to get it to stop bleeding. But as soon as he starts to walk on it again, it's starting to bleed again. So I don't know what I'm going to do here. I got to make a decision soon. I've either got to pack up and get back out of here, and his pa's probably going to be bleeding the whole way out anyways if I do that, or I got to continue setting up my camp and get the stove and cut a bunch of firewood if I'm going to stay tonight, because like I said, it's going to get down to minus 28 degrees Celsius. So yeah, I'm not sure what to do. But anyways, we'll check back here in a bit, and I'll let you know what I decide. Alright, well, I managed to bandage it up somewhat, so I actually put a cotton glove over it. I didn't really know what else to do. That's the only thing I could think that may stay on there. Goose, don't tear it off, bud. So yeah, that wasn't easy. He didn't make it easy for me to get that on there, so. But I got it on there. I don't know what it'll do, but I guess it's better than nothing. So maybe it'll at least keep the snow and ice from coming in direct contact with the area that's bleeding, if I can get it to stay on. So I'm gonna go outside and continue setting up camp here and just see what happens, and we'll take it from there. That's about all we can do. How you doing there, bud? Alright, so things are looking up a little bit, I think. So the little bandage that I made up there seems to be doing the job for now. So it's actually staying on, and he's getting used to it. It doesn't seem to bother him anymore. So, and I don't see any blood soaking through. So I think the bleeding might have stopped. So that's good. Anyways, it was a bit of a rough start to the trip. Man, it seems to be one thing after another here lately on my trips. But yeah, just glad I got that taken care of, at least for now. Anyways, so I got to get the stove set up, and I still got to cut a pile of firewood. So if I can get all that done without Goose's pie causing any more issues, we'll be laughing. So once I get the firewood and all squared away in the tent, I don't care if I just got to get in the tent and chill out for the rest of the evening. Then while Goose rests up his pie there, that'll be fine. But I definitely got to get a ton of firewood, so that's the plan here now. Well, it's just after 5 p.m. here, so figured I'd come out and drop a line down in the hole that I drilled to get my water. Just passed away a few minutes before we climb into the tent, but I'm not going to be able to stay out here very long. It's absolutely freezing out here, so the wind is still gusting pretty good. Yeah, it's cold. I just noticed Goose's paws starting to bleed again, unfortunately. Some blood on the snow in a few different spots, so that sucks. Stopped for a while, like I said, but it's only a matter of time. He's out bouncing around on it and stuff, so yeah, it's soon be time to call it a day and get the stove going and get in the tent. I noticed Goose starting to shiver a little bit here too, so soon time to get in out of the cold. Hey bud, good boy. All right, time to get this fire going. Oh, starting to get a pretty good chill. Soon be dark anyway, so might as well get her fired up here. Well, the wood stove is throwing off the heat here now, so it's getting nice and toasty in here, which is nice after a long cold day outside. So like I said, when we left the truck it was minus 20 degrees wind chill. So I left the truck, I think it was just after 9 o'clock this morning. So yeah, we were out in that all day. It was a windy day too. So it's nice to just sit back here now in the warm and enjoy the heat from the wood stove. Really makes you appreciate the simple things, you know, things that we often don't think about or we take for granted or whatever. But yeah, just sitting here by this wood stove now, feeling the heat is nice. So I'm not sure if I mentioned this on any of my other winter camping videos or not. I don't think so. But I like to carry one of these carbon monoxide detectors whenever I'm running a wood stove inside of a tent. So at least if something happens during the night with the stove, or you know, if the chimney pipe gets plugged off with creosote, or you know, for some reason smoke starts to back up into the tent, this will go into alarm and wake me up and let me know something's going on. So it's only like 15-20 bucks for one of these. Just takes 2 AA batteries, and it's easy enough to carry with you. So I like to take it along. So I'm gonna get some supper going here soon. I got all these sidekicks, pastas, 3 cheese, so I'm gonna cook that up. I eat a lot of these when I'm canoe camping and stuff in the summertime. So we'll cook up one of those. And I'm going to fry up a couple of moose sausages in the frying pan. So we'll be doing that here shortly. Goose is asleep right here next to me. So yeah, his paw started to bleed again. After the bandage came off, it was okay for a little while, but he was out there running around on it, and it was only a matter of time before it started to bleed again. But it's okay here now. Stopped bleeding after he got inside the tent and rested. So anyways, I don't know what's going to happen now for the rest of the trip. So the original plan was to come out for at least 2 nights, possibly 3. So I took enough gear to stay out for 3 nights. But with Goose's paw now, I don't know what I'm going to do. So we'll have to just wait and see what the morning brings. So, you know, it's not a serious injury or anything. It's not like he's losing a ton of blood. He's going to bleed to death or anything like that. But you know, at the same time, I can't just ignore it. You know, I can't just keep him out here for the next 2 or 3 days with his paw just slowly losing blood all day long. So that's not going to work. So anyways, like I said, we'll just have to wait and see how it is in the morning. I'll let him out tomorrow morning, and we'll go out for a little walk on the pond here or whatever. And yeah, if it starts to bleed again, unfortunately, I may have to bail out on the trip and call it off early. So I really hope I don't have to, but I gotta do what I gotta do. So priority is to take care of Goose here and make sure he's okay. So we'll see what happens in the morning. So on the directions, these sidekicks usually call for a cup of water and a cup of milk, but I always just use 2 cups of water, and they usually turn out fine. Alright, we'll let that simmer away, and then we'll get the frying pan ready and get some moose sausages on the go. Olive oil is pretty well frozen. Well, that pot's going to be hard to clean. Anyways, we'll worry about that later. Oh yeah. Good stuff. So these are hot Italian moose sausages that I made myself out of last year's moose. So it's the first time I ever made sausages myself. I always used to get them done at the butcher or whatever, but I tried them out myself here for the first time this year, and I gotta say they turned out pretty good. So, those of you guys who've been watching my videos for a while, you probably noticed that I eat a lot of moose when I'm out camping like this. So yeah, I love a good feed of moose. So, and another thing, my wife doesn't eat a whole lot of it at home. So when I get out in the woods like this, I usually bring moose or bear meat or something out of the deep freeze. So. Good stuff. Probably healthier than any meat you're gonna buy in a grocery store. It's been raised on a farm, raised on antibiotics or steroids or whatever. At least you know where it came from. That's the way I look at it, anyways. Anyways, I'm going to eat the rest of this and we'll check back here in a bit. Well, I'm not sure what's going on here this evening, but I got a bunch of burn holes put in the tent. 4 or 5 at least. So I got one here, another one here, and I got a big one right here. And there's a couple more over on this side, smaller ones. One here and one up here. So that's not good. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's the type of wood or the way the wind is or what, but I've spent a good many nights out in this tent, and I've never had a single burn hole until tonight. And I got, like I said, 4 or 5 here in a matter of a few hours, so that's not good. Anyways, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on it. Well, 20.5 degrees Celsius. So it's not cold in here now, and that's down just like a foot or 16 inches off the ground. I had it laying on top of my wood pile here. So yeah, when you stand up, it's actually probably closer to 30 degrees Celsius, I would say. Alright, so it's almost 10 p.m. here, so I think I'm soon going to crawl into the sleeping bag. I'll probably do a bit of reading for an hour or two and then see if I can get some sleep. So I'd say I'm going to be waking up every couple hours at least to try and keep the stove going. So hopefully I don't have too many more issues with the flankers landing on the tent. I've got at least five burn holes in the tent just from this evening, from the last few hours. So I just went outside and looked, and the way the wind is, it is blowing the smoke back over the tent. So I guess the flankers, the big pieces, are getting sucked up through and landing on top of the tent, which is not good. Anyways, yeah, I don't have a spark arrestor, but I've never, like I said, I've never had an issue before, so I've never really needed one until tonight. But anyways, it is what it is now for tonight. Anyways, what I may have to do is buy a 45-degree elbow. I've seen a lot of people do that. I actually had a 45-degree elbow on my last stove. So when the pipe goes up through the tent, once it gets outside, you can put the 45 on and angle the end of the stovepipe off away from the top of the tent. So I guess that's what I'll have to look into for next next trip if I can find an elbow to fit this stovepipe. Anyways guys, that's gonna do it for tonight. So like I said, we'll assess the situation with Goose's pie here in the morning, and we'll decide what we're gonna do from there. Good night. Well, morning guys. So it's almost 8 o'clock here now. So just having a coffee. So yeah, we had a pretty good night. So I was able to keep the wood stove burning straight through the night. So I woke up probably, I don't know, roughly every 2 hours or so, and just topped up the wood stove, and it was perfectly warm in here all night. So there was times when I was actually too warm. I had to unzip the sleeping bag and fold down the sleeping bag a little bit. So yeah, it was a good night. It was absolutely freezing outside, so I just went out and got some water on the pond there, and the wind is just absolutely frigid. So I'm not in any rush to get outside here this morning, so I'm just gonna relax in the tent for another hour or maybe two, and then we'll get dressed up and go outside here, see what the condition of Goose's pie is. So he was outside with me just long enough to get water and do his business and stuff, and I didn't see any blood coming from it then, but he has been licking at it and picking at it and stuff in the tent here over the last little while. So yeah, anyways, we'll assess the situation here in a bit. Just drilled a hole out in front of camp here, mainly just to see how Goose was going to do, and his pie is bleeding again already, so there's blood all over the snow here. So yeah, not sure what to do. Blood all around the place here. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm thinking, much as I don't want to, I think I'm gonna have to pack up. I don't see any point in staying out here. I'm not gonna be able to do a whole lot. So I was planning on fishing in this pond, and then there's 3 more ponds in the area that I can walk to from here. So I was gonna spend today and possibly tomorrow just kind of fishing around all these ponds and spend a couple more days out here. But with Goose's pie like this, there's just no point, you know. I think I'm gonna have to make the smart decision. Hopefully it's a smart decision anyways, and pack up camp. And I think right before I leave to head out, because we still got a 2-hour hike to get out of here, so right before I leave I'll try and put another bandage on it like I had done yesterday, and hopefully that'll get us back to the truck without doing too much more damage to it. So yeah, kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Like I said last night, I got to do what's best for Goose. So, and the worst part about it is he's here going nuts, playing, you know, as happy as can be, and he doesn't even know anything's done to his pa, and that's part of the problem because he's just going wild on it. So hopefully we'll get back here and try this trip again in the next few weeks. So if we do, I got a pile of firewood here. I just put all my boughs that I have for my bedding on top, so I should keep the wood somewhat dry. Well guys, I'm going to sign off here, so that's going to do it for this one. Yeah, not the trip that I had in mind, but like I said, it is what it is, so could definitely be worse. Just glad we managed to get one night out of it anyways. So hopefully I'll get another chance to get back out here and do this trip again and do some more fishing or whatever. So I managed to get another bandage on Goose's paw here. Still bleeding quite a bit. The more he's running around and stuff, the worse he's making it. So I think it's the right decision to pack up and get out of here before it gets any worse. So yeah, like I said, that's going to do it for this one, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.